Hello everyone, I am Tuğçe Apaydin. I work in Istanbul Gelisim University Applied English Translation Department. Today I'm going to talk about technology competence as a part of the Mosaic of Translator training. These are the ideas I received working on my MA thesis named Describing the Place of Translation Technologies in Applied English Translation Programs. The duration of an Applied English Translation program is 4 semesters, so we really have such a short time. Since there is limited time to give our students necessary translation competencies, I thought a minimalist approach and integration of the technologies through related courses would be the best solution for our students. Before I introduce the subject, first of all, I want to talk about what I think we need to teach our students in terms of technology. I think professional translators need to know about office software, internet, corpora, editing tools, translation memory tools, machine translation, and localization tools. By office software, I mean word processors such as Microsoft Word and spreadsheet programs like Microsoft Excel. By internet, I mean from the online OCR tools to cloud drives and search engines. Corpora can help translators to see a word in a context. By editing tools, I mean tools which help us to edit our texts like Grammarly. Translation memory tools are the tools that help translators to see the segments they have already translated. Some examples to these tools are STL Trados, MemoQ, and SmartCat. Machine translation means the automatic translation tools and localization tools are used to localize. So I think that these are the tools professional translators need to be aware of. Yes, I agree that our students need to be familiar with some technology. So here I want to talk about the minimalist approach of Anthony Pym. Pym says that translating is a process of producing and selecting between hypotheses. So, as translators, our main goal is to create texts and select between them. All the other competencies such as grammar, rhetoric, terminology, computer skills, word knowledge, teamwork cooperation, and the rest should serve this process. The translation is our target here. Technology is only a tool to assist us to reach this target. Here you're seeing a mosaic. I think that translation is like the whole picture we see in a mosaic. Without missing pieces, there would be no picture. We cannot create the whole mosaic without the technology, and technology is also part of this mosaic. It should work in harmony with other pieces. This way, it will be able to create the bigger picture. We talked about translation being a mosaic. I also think that in translator training, everything we teach should also work in harmony like it is in a mosaic. Linguistic competence, cultural competence, technological competence, these all should work together. So I think that translator training institutions need to create a curriculum that works together. Technology competence is important. Our students will use those technologies when they work as professional translators. Yes, we need to give them technology competence, but how? The minimalist approach believes that since technologies change and we have limited time in translator training, we shouldn't put our effort to teach our students each tool. Most of the electronic tools are simple techniques that speed up and broaden the production of alternative target texts, as Pym suggests. A minimalist view of competence should help keep us aware of the ends of our tasks without getting lost in the means. This means that in teaching technology, our main goal is still to produce a target text. So we need to use technology only as a tool. Since technologies evolve so fast and even the same tool changes over in a decade, it won't be the best solution to teach our students every tool available in the market. The better solution will be to teach our students what can a tool do and cannot do. For example, we might teach our students that a translation memory software can save our previous translations and give us full matches and fuzzy matches when we are translating something. But those matches might sometimes be incorrect in certain contexts. We need to check them. So if they learn this, then they will see whatever they can do or cannot do on a tool. The second thing we need to teach our students is that how can they solve a problem when they face one? We should teach our students to solve their problem by checking online tutorials, help pages, and search engines. So when they face a problem, they will know what to do or what not to do. Another thing we need to teach our students is that how can they self-learn a new feature or a new tool? I think we need to support lifelong learning. It's not possible to teach each tool available in the market to our students. If we teach them how to learn, they will not have any difficulties in their professional life. The last thing we need to teach our students is that in which translation projects they can use a specific tool. This way, we will equip our students with a universal skill, the ability to use any technology anytime. In order to achieve this goal as trainers, I believe that all the trainers in an institution should work together like it is in a mosaic. A curriculum is also a mosaic and technology should be a piece of it. I think translation technology shouldn't be a separate course in a translator training curriculum. It should be integrated into other translation courses. Professional translators don't just use technology on its own. They use it to fulfill a specific goal. They use technology to translate. So we need to create this environment for our students. To achieve this goal, we can integrate technology into our courses, which will make our students translate various texts. I'm going to give some examples to integrate technology into several courses. Let's first talk about literary translation courses. Literary translators are mostly using word processors to translate. We might give translation exercises to our students which they can perform on word processors. We might show features they might need on a word processor. For example, we can teach them to count words and use basic features such as font change, upper cases and lower cases, paragraph aligning, etc. After they complete their translation, we can make them edit each other's translation and show them the review tools of a word processor software, such as track changes and new comments. With each task they perform on word processors, our students will see technology as a tool to translate or review a literary text. Let's now talk about technical translation courses. Technical translators mostly use technologies such as terminology management tools, spreadsheets, and translation memory tools. In a technical translation course, we might give some tasks to our students in these tools. For example, we might make our students to do a terminology list on a spreadsheet. After that, we can teach them to save that file in CSV format and transfer that terminology as a term base to a translation memory tool, such as MemoQ. We can also make our students use MemoQ to do technical translation. Thus, our students will learn technology in its context. They will learn which tools to use and how to use them when performing technical translation. They will not use pen and paper to translate like it is in a traditional translation classroom. These are just two examples of how we can integrate technology into our curriculum. If there is a related technology with each subject we're teaching or each task we are giving, we can give that within its context. If we manage to do this and integrate technology into our courses, there will be no need for a separate translation technology course. Sure, all the trainers need to work together to create a curriculum like this, but I think it's the best solution to teach technology to our students. Thus, we can create a curriculum like a mosaic, all the pieces working together. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions, you can contact me anytime.